This is Grey Griffin, and you're listening to the Two Guys in the Dark podcast. And you can stream my Amazon special, my first comedy special, on Amazon for free with Prime.
You're listening to Two Guys in the Dark podcast. This is Vicky from the Fairly Odd Parents. This is Mandy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and you're listening to the Two Guys in the Dark podcast. This is Princess Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you are listening to Two Guys in the Dark podcast. Meow. This is Catwoman, and you're listening to the Two Guys in the Dark podcast. It's so dark in here.
The best part of waking up is washing my stanky nuts.
Yep.
I like how Bonnie let out like the longest power sigh she could while I was singing that song.
She's like, it was such a
You fucking idiots.
Fools.
extreme sigh.
Okay, this is Two Guys in the Dark podcast. I am your host, Captain Cool, Prince of all podcasters.
Episode 70.
70. Got the butt chugger banana, the Samoan hipster, VJ.
That's a lame middle nickname. I thought we decided yet last episode to call me something cooler than that.
Well, it's been a while since I called you that. I just want to remind everybody.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I feel like I just gave you something better than that last episode. I had something to do with alcohol or...
Oh, the drunken master.
Yeah.
Okay, let me redo that. He is the butt chugger of bananas, the drunken master. He's also a small hipster. VJ!
You might not have saw it, but he said that thing about Samoan hipsterism.
Uh-huh.
I flipped him off again.
Okay.
Also, I don't really consider myself a hipster.
You used to be for a little bit. You're not anymore, but you
I don't think that I used to
for a
be.
while.
I think that they decided to like all the hipsters were like, I like his style.
Well, it's not anymore. So back when we started the show, you kind of had to look, but now it don't really look that way anymore. It just kind of, I just like the name now. I'm like, I like that name. It just kind of stuck.
They were just like, you know what? He just is pretty neat.
And then we also
It's
got...
like, I just like my dad would if he was my age. Leave me alone.
We also have Baby Jude.
Hi. I won't be here forever. Don't worry, guys.
Unless you like Baby Jude, and then it'll become two guys in the dark and their special friend.
What are these shackles on my ankles? I didn't notice these earlier.
You didn't, but that's because we didn't want you to.
Alright, this is, like BJ said, this is the
Just
big...
be like,
okay, no.
it's fine. You'll be able to get out of it in no time. You're so skinny. We gotta have the shackles special made so she can't slide out of them.
Like a cat in their collar.
Exactly. How you keep getting out of those, damn it? Like, she killing. I wake up, she's staring at me, sleep. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Dude, go back in the living room and put your shackles back on.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
You want me to feed you? No. Why? I don't know. We've been trying to feed her all weekend and she will not eat.
I have no explanation. I don't know why. I'm not hungry.
I don't believe you.
Am I dying?
I need to feed you. I get the urge to feed you when I'm with you. Like, I see your bones, baby Jude. I shouldn't see those.
Me and VJ have been feeling like grandmas all weekend. Like, you need to eat. You need to eat more.
Gonna put more skin on your bones, baby Jude.
I have to say I could go for a bowl of cereal.
I feel like I'm gonna have to like donate my fat to you to keep you alive longer. Like if we got to the point where it's like, you know, quarantine level 50 and like we've been in quarantine for 15 days, we finally ran out of food and baby Jude's actually looking a little hungry. It's like, all right, we're gonna have to do a transplant, doctor. Put about 5 pounds of my fat right in their tummy.
So you can just jump that up a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like if you give her too much fat too fast, like high cholesterol, blood pressure, all kinds of health problems.
No.
Of course, 5 pounds of fat would probably fucking wreck her system
Shit.
at once. You know, it'd probably be something like have to be something a lot less than that. Like just enough fat for her body to like feed off of to survive on.
If I like suddenly lost 5 pounds, I would be very sick.
Exactly. See, and if she suddenly gained 5 pounds, she'd probably have to poop a lot.
Yeah. I'd have a lead stomach.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's me pretending to be baby Jude dying from having an extra 5 pounds of food in her tummy.
Yeah, that's gonna be scary. Like, if I lose 5 pounds, I could die. Me and VJ, like, we lose 5 pounds, we can go down the steps just a slight bit faster. That's like... That's about it.
I can go down the steps with my ankles hurting a little bit less.
Alright. We're still going through the coronavirus here. Crazy stuff. It's been a little rough for me. I had tickets to WrestleMania 36. And... what do you got?
That sucks to see your face.
Okay. And this really sucks because I'm like, my first WrestleMania. Not only that, I bought NXT Tampa tickets. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool. Everybody's like, do you think they're going to cancel WrestleMania? I'm like, no. Fuck off.
You get reimbursed though, right?
Yeah. I do. And I Commissioner Kevin bought the WrestleMania tickets. I bought the NXT Tampa tickets. And I was like, well, maybe if they postpone it, I'll still get to go. No, nobody's getting to go. Vince McMahon's like, it's just going to have an empty arena. I'm like, dude, why?
It makes sense though from his point of view. The show must go on. Everybody's still going to see WrestleMania, and it's like it's, if you think about it, it is something to enjoy amidst all of the
chaos.
It's like when 9/11 happened. What did they do? They said, yo, fuck the terrorists. We're going on still live on Monday night. We're going to show this nation, or I guess Friday Night SmackDown, we're going to show this nation that we still are here. And like, it didn't matter what happened to us. We're fucking strong, you know?
That's great, but this is
a good way to look at it.
This is my WrestleMania, And everybody's like, well, what if you get the virus? I was like, I don't care if the coronavirus itself is sitting next to me in my seat. I'll be like, what's up? And then I'll just enjoy the show. What happens after that is on me. I just, is on my bucket list. And I might have to wait another year or a couple years to get that off.
Also, in further news, the whole reason that the two of you guys are down here was to go see Dance Gavin Dance with me
In concert.
today.
Yeah.
Dance Gavin Dance. Animals as Leaders. Issues. Veil of Maya and the Royal Coda.
I only know Dance Gavin Dance.
Baby Jude is crying in the corner right now.
Baby Jude is broken.
We were so excited to go see that concert today, and they postponed it like a week before you guys came down. Broke all of our hearts.
But at least they're not going to do like an empty arena concert. We're going to get to go just later in the year.
Yeah, they moved it to August, and they replaced the Royal Coda with Wolf and Bear.
I don't know them either.
Royal Coda was great. Wolf and Bear, sad.
Poor Royal Coda.
The Royal Coda had Kurt Travis, which meant that we were totally going to get to see Dance Gavin Dance with guest performances from Kurt Travis. He's the second vocalist from Dance Gavin Dance
that's cool.
after Johnny Craig. It was Johnny Craig, Kurt Travis, then Tillian Pearson.
And was previous singer for A Lot Like Birds. Also, Joseph Arrington is the drummer for A Lot Like Birds, or he was, and he's now in Royal Coda as well.
Yeah, it was. And Will Swan is the guitarist for Royal Coda. He's also the guitarist and the mastermind behind all of Dance Gavin Dance. He also owns his own record label called Blue Swan Records. Fucking genius right there. Point is, we don't get to see all of what we wanted to see. Wolf and Bear, I think, is actually signed to Blue Swan Records.
We're in a doom timeline.
We are. There's a second timeline where all this didn't happen.
And everything was good, and it didn't rain.
Yeah, every fucking day.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. But anyways, point is, we're going to get to see Dance Gavin Dance at a later date, but that's $150. I was worried about, for a second, I was like, I paid $150. I don't get to go see this concert. Like,
Oh,
I got this money back, and they're like, we're going to move it to a later date. I was like, well, I guess it's time to put in for another date.
Yeah,
Right.
I put in.
It just so happened that I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, and this concert was on a Tuesday, so it was perfect. I requested Wednesday off because technically I work Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. So 4 a.m. whatever. Point is, I requested it off so it goes. It's gonna be dope. Sad day.
Sad day, man.
Oh man, and it really sucks. I'm not gonna get to see the Royal Coda now.
yeah.
I was getting so into them. As soon as they dropped their last album, I listened to it like 4 times in a row.
Yes.
So how's everybody been dealing with the coronavirus besides them blue balling seeing their dream shows?
Quarantine.
Extremely intense. There are fights and...
Yeah, actually all 3 of us still have to go to work because we all work in grocery stores.
Yes.
I've been on like a 7-day vacation, so I'm like, it's alright.
Well, you're going back.
Yeah, when I do go back, it's gonna be upsetting.
So me
But
and
I do get to spend the first 5 hours of the day not having to deal with any people who are losing their fucking minds. And then the last 3 hours of the day is when I have to deal with fucking people losing their minds. And I try to avoid them as much as possible. But they don't understand personal space.
Oh,
no.
no. And
Can you tell me where the butter is? Ma'am, it's in our dairy cooler with all our dairy products except for sour cream and yogurt for some reason. Because I don't fucking know. Cheese is also not in there. I don't know why we call it the dairy cooler if half the dairy is still in the fucking cooler. Just go and get your eggs, god damn it.
It's gotten so bad that people from high school are messaging me about getting a roll of toilet paper because they know I work at Walmart. And I'm like,
Leave me alone.
bitch,
Go away.
I haven't heard from you in like 5 years and you're asking me for toilet paper.
Go away. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I got you toilet paper, $10. $10 a roll. $5 a roll.
I got my grandparents some water, and they were like, because they were afraid to get out. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get you water or whatever. And then like I brought them water, 40 case of water, and they're like, did you get more? No, motherfucker.
How much water you think you're gonna need? You got a faucet. What does it do? water comes out of it.
And like people get punched in the face all the time at work because of shit like this.
It's insane. It's fucking crazy.
And yeah, you probably got worse than I do because I work like 4 a.m. to 1. You work at like 2 to 11.
Yeah.
I watched a video. There's a man in Georgia, Sam's Club, breaks a bottle of wine and shanks another man over a water dispute.
Oh my god.
And the other man was carried out on like a hospital bed. I'm pretty sure the dude went to jail. But I'm like, really? Really? You felt the need to stab somebody over some water? Life in prison? At least your water will be given to you. Versus, you know, a $3 thing of water from Sam's Club.
Yeah, I'd have people come up. I was working the water the other day, and people were like, "Hey, do you have water?" I'm like, yeah, there's water everywhere. It wasn't a whole lot, but there was still some. Like, there's some the jugs water. There's some of the small packs of Deer Park. Well, I don't like that kind. I'm like,
You clearly don't know what a pandemic is.
I don't know what to tell. At that point, that's when I stopped caring. I'm like, all right, well, that's what we got right there, and I kept working.
I wouldn't even have said that. I would have walked away like,
I did that.
good luck.
These people started swarming me for water one day, and I just walked off. They're like, hand me that, and they started ripping the saran wrap off, and I was like, I just walked away.
Have you guys seen that YouTube video of a guy bringing out a pallet of toilet paper, and then you see people crowd it, and they just rip the pallet apart and get it? But they played like Walking Dead zombie sounds over it. Like, they're like, and they're like ripping the things apart. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
I had a dude ask me like I think I already told you guys about this. He asked me where something was. I took him to the aisle and I said, well, that's where it was, but we also have this and this. Like, I showed him the other options. Like, okay, clearly that's not there, so we have these two options. He's like, where would it be if it's not here? I'm like, nowhere, because that's where it would be. And he's like, would it be in the steel? I'm like, no. Like, I explained to him like 4 times in a row how we wouldn't have it. And then finally after the 4th time, like, I told him like he was retarded. I was like, okay, you see that hole right there? That's where it would be. It's not there because we don't have it. We don't have it in the back. We don't have it in the steel. We don't have it, you know, hidden specifically just for you. We just don't have it because they didn't bring it to us. What we got in today. 1 pallet, and it sold out before you got here. So you're too slow. I'm sorry, but we don't have it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, so what about, I walked away. As soon as he kept talking to me, I was like, bye. I have things to do. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can't literally stand here with one person for fucking 15 minutes and explain to them why we don't have something they want. I was like, I was done.
Oh, how do you think this is going to play out?
It's going to be a lot more stupid people wanting shit.
A lot of people will die. Like,
Yeah.
a lot.
I mean, the fact that grocery stores are staying open in the first place and everything is staying open, I mean, it's like, it's just, I mean, they're forcing us to go to work. We're being forced. Like, it's actually, I was up front and I had like $1,500 in my wallet. Mm-hmm. I was like, I got to give this to the cash office so that they can put it back in so that, you know, at the end of the year it doesn't show that I've stolen $1,900, whatever. I still got to turn in like $380. Point is, or it's $320, something like that. Point is, I'm standing up there and I'm waiting on this woman, and my manager's standing up there and like they're talking, and she's like, he's waiting on you, and she's like, you know, I had my arms crossed just because I was tired. I was relaxed, standing there relaxed, but I guess that gives off an intimidating vibe when I stand there with my arms crossed. Mm-hmm. And she's like, he'll be okay. And like my manager was like, some people don't like spending their day all day in here when it's time to go. Sometimes they like to leave. And she's like, don't you understand what's going on? There's a pandemic out there. And I was like, okay, all the more reason to not be at ground zero where the outbreak is most likely to spread. Yeah. The one place where everyone's gathering. She was like, you're supposed to be on my side. I'm the one waiting on you. Fuck it. And then at the end of it all, like, I didn't even need her. They sent me to the cash office with somebody else. I'm like, God damn it, y'all wasting my fucking time.
Holy shit.
Whew. Yeah. And Sean's talking to this new girl, and I'm worried I won't be able to get to see her because all the quarantines and isolations. I was like, damn.
At least you can see her boobies.
Cut that out, Feature Sean.
That out.
Cut that out, Feature Sean. Feature Sean, you know what to do. Unless we're broken up at this point, and then you can leave it in.
At least you can see her boobies, Sean.
Yeah, unless
She
she's...
doesn't know that I've seen her boobs. Edit that out, Future Sean.
Future Sean, you know what to do, Future Sean. Edit this out.
Future Jude, I hope you've forgotten about this.
Boobies, future Jude. You don't like
Dude, they were
boobies?
so fucking crazy, man. I'm like, oh my
How are
god.
boobies crazy? I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
Boobies
Oh,
are tight.
yeah.
I mean, boobies are the best.
They're cool.
There's times where I look at mine, I'm like, I think I could have. Just don't do it for me. I need to shave them up.
But yeah, like I want to go see her, but I'm like, oh my god, we might die, or like, I don't know. It's just really scary.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Go on a date with her on Animal Crossing.
Go on a date with her on Animal Crossing.
Yes. Go on a museum date. The museum's amazing.
She doesn't have a Switch.
That's why Animal Crossing waited till now to drop the game. They're like, yo, we need the whole world to be in the middle of a pandemic so we can drop this game and be like the #1 game ever because everybody's going to love us because they can live their lives through us.
Make them beg for it. We fucking were there the last week. Oh my god, people are losing their minds. They were like, it's been years. Please release it. We need it. I keep seeing memes about...
Coronavirus.
Yeah, like shit like that. And I keep seeing memes of like people just like in despair, surrounded by disease. And then like little Isabel being like, take my hand from the plane. And she like scoops you up and takes you to the island. She's like, you're safe now. I fucking cried for like 15 minutes. That meme. I was like, oh, take me away.
I thought it was super cool. The Casey Strain released a t-shirt. And it was like their new Seeing God out, like 2 singles. And the t-shirt was the one you mentioned, I think.
Isabel.
I think.
Isabel.
The little dog
Was that who it
girl?
was? The little
Yeah,
dog, blonde-haired dog one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like kind of like on one foot doing ballet or something on the... And I sent it to you, I think. I was like, you need to buy this. Because it's like one of my top 5 favorite bands. And they did an Animal Crossing
Oh.
crossover. But I don't think you bought it. And also, it was a very limited time. So
Damn.
it doesn't exist anymore. But that would have been so cool. Because every time I saw you the t-shirt, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Because it's Strain. And also, it's something you love. Animal Crossing. Coolest t-shirt collaboration ever.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, me and Vito are talking like we're finally getting our shit together, but it's like the apocalypse when it's happening. Like I think I found someone who I could be happy with. Vito's getting his money situation's tight.
Oh fuck yeah! It's like the better my money situation gets, the worse my love life gets.
Yeah.
Why are me and Sean changing? Your life's gonna get like financially disaster,
It's
but
not
like
great.
you're gonna be happy with your boo thing. And I'll be like, I have all this money to roll around in, but it doesn't bring me any joy.
Yeah, I mean that fucking speeding ticket sure ain't gonna help.
What's next for future Sean? I don't know what ask him when he edits this episode.
Future Sean, give us an update. Okay.
He should put a little update in the episode right there. Just like, even if it's just, hello, this is Future Son, and it sucks.
Moving on. Oh god.
It's been about 6 weeks since we filmed that episode, and
Probably a lot longer than that.
George has passed. No, just kidding. Don't tell Frank I said that. She'll get me. She'll come in. She'll drive all the way here. Just choke me out. Sorry, Frank. I was joking. It's a bad joke. I really should have read the room.
When this episode comes out, people are gonna be like, coronavirus? Wasn't that like a fucking year ago?
Yeah, like
Though, when this episode comes out, people are going to be like, coronavirus? Hashtag I survived.
it's kind of scary, you know. Like I think Italy's the scariest part, seeing what's going on over there. Like holy shit.
Italy, China, and Japan were pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
I know Italy and China were bad.
It's bad here now. We're the second most infected country in the world now.
Really?
Mhm.
Damn.
As of last night.
Well, we are some dirty motherfuckers, so it doesn't surprise me.
Well, there's people
Yeah.
licking toilet seats. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm like, oh my god.
In America.
Yeah, you don't have coronavirus, but you do have 16 different kinds of syphilis, so...
America is huge also, so like 10,000 people in the span of America is not very many.
Yeah, I was trying to explain that to somebody. I was like, China is like almost as big as America. You don't realize that, do you? And they were like, I was like, it's almost as big as, like, if you don't count Canada and South and like Mexico, like it's almost the size of America. It might be about the size or bigger. It's like, if you look out on a map, it's fucking huge. Is my point. And this many people were infected, and you're trying to tell me, like, you know, I don't know.
Well,
We get into all kinds of stupid arguments at my job. I realize how many of the people I talk to at my job are fucking idiots. Like, no content, no common sense. It's like, there's no content floating around in there in your brains at all, is there? I call a lot of them minions.
minions.
Yeah. Call them minions.
Like the yellow minions or minion?
Yep.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
yellow minions. I'm like, there was one day I was working groceries right before Christmas, and like, you know, it's like the countdown to Christmas, like probably like 5 days before Christmas. We dropped like every fucking thing in that fucking store. Every aisle had like 6 to 10 pallets on it or more. And we're working from the back to the front. It's like me, this old dude, and my team lead, and the front end manager are working candy, HBA, and all the grocery, right? And there's like 6 people folding clothes in the center section. There's like, well, it was more than 6. It was like 10 people folding clothes in the center section. As the people come in at 6 a.m., they were all just folding clothes in the center section. I looked over and said, y'all are a bunch of minions. You're a bunch of minions. And they just looked at me. I was like, minions. And they were like, what's he talking about?
Oh my god.
All right. Are we ready to move to the first segment?
Yes.
Is it the tournament?
It's the tournament.
Oh no. My butthole is weak.
Well, here's the thing. You might not survive this tournament. I was afraid of this.
I'm glad we have a couple months before we film the next episode. Give my butthole time to relax.
Yeah, give it time to cool down. This is the third matchup in the first round. Would you like to name the contenders?
Weighing in at approximately 10.8 ounces, the nut that tastes like honey, the bee that makes you pee
What?
Out of your butthole.
out of your butthole if you're lactose intolerant, the cereal that can help lower your cholesterol, honey nut Cheerios.
Damn. Okay.
And in this corner,
Awesome bee.
weighing in at 16 ounces, that is exactly 1 pound, the cereal shaped like beehives, ironically enough, also big, made with real honey, the comb, the honey comb.
Oh shit! Yeah. I got the two honey cereals going up against each other, and yeah, I'm ready to do this one. I think this one's gonna be delicious.
God, Sean. Why?
You were having difficulty. I was trying to help.
Pocket. Ah!
Yeah. Maybe Jude's hungry this time.
Oh no.
Smells like coronavirus.
What?
No, I was kidding.
Maybe you got different kind than I did.
Really just smells like honey.
Yeah.
Now this one kind of messes with my trypophobia, but
It ain't bad.
I keep looking right at it. It's natural.
Now, what about honeycomb scares you?
The holes in the random patterns.
Why?
I have trypophobia. It's
The
a
fear of
holes.
honeycombs?
It's fear of holes and random patterns.
No.
It's not like, it's an irrational fear, so it's not like I mean to have it. It's just something that fucks with me.
Are you afraid something's going to come out of them, or?
No, but at one point my brain imagined combining that with my other fear of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And so one day I was sitting there and I was imagining like trypophobia, but it was like on my back and there were spiders crawling out of the holes and it fucked me up. Like, I was like shaking and like freaking out. I had to actually go look in the bathrooms. See, there was nothing on my back. Even though I knew there was nothing on my back, I was losing my shit.
Jude, what do you think about the cereal?
It's good. I love honeycombs.
Honeycomb! What happened to him?
Who?
The honeycomb monster.
Oh, yeah. Is he dead?
I don't know. Maybe they just like killed him silently. He'll never work in these towns again. Maybe he's like one of all those other famous people. He just like fucked somebody who was underage or, you know, roofied someone.
Damn, honeycomb monster. You're a monster.
Milk is not that good afterwards. Didn't have that much oomph to it. But maybe that's what he did. I think the cereal, because I tried some pieces without milk, because they had fallen, and I didn't want them to go to waste. And I think the cereal is actually better without the milk. If that's weird. I don't know if that's weird or not. I enjoyed it a little bit more without the milk.
It's okay. I'm just okay. I don't think I'd buy. I mean, I bought this box, but I don't see me buying it outside of tournaments for the podcast.
Your mom's a tournament for the podcast.
What's the tournament? What's she going up against?
Well, it's Frankie, so you know she's undefeated.
Tournament's top Frankie memories.
That time Frankie murdered someone. Oh my god, Frankie, you murdered someone.
Alright, we're gonna pour some Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm about to sniff the shit out of it. Oh, it's... Wait a minute. It's like honey and dog. That's weird.
Honey and Bonnie.
Yeah. Bonnie, did you make this? What if Bonnie had like a secret night job at the Honey Nut Cheerios factory? You didn't know about it?
Oh. We're not on to you at all, Bonnie.
She's like, fuck, they're on to me.
I think the taste is better.
Yeah.
There's a lot more taste to it. Honey Nut the honeycombs didn't have a whole lot of taste there.
There's like an aftertaste to it too that I've never been able to pick out.
Yeah. It's like almost like a nut.
Yeah, but like what kind of nut?
Yeah.
I
Like,
can never figure it out.
Not really like a hazelnut. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not peanut. Maybe almond?
Oh shit.
Are you talking about the Cheerios? Mm-hmm. Tastes like roasted peanuts almost.
No, because it would have to say something on there. Almond flavor.
Almond.
Aha!
Contains almond ingredients.
Huh.
That's all it says about almonds. Almond flavor, vitamin E, blah 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 blah, iron, zinc, blah 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 blah. Contains almond ingredients. But I was gonna say, if it was peanuts, it would have to say on the big front of the bottle, like this product contains peanuts, and if you have a peanut allergy, fucking don't eat it, you dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was peanuts. Almonds it is. I've been eating a lot of almonds here lately. I like almonds. I didn't like them before. But like, I kind of like salted almonds. The more I eat them, the more I like them.
They're awesome.
I like to eat them with little cranberry, dried up cranberries and cheese.
I love honey roasted pecans. Oh my god. One time, I got a little can of them, and I ate the whole can. I got so sick.
I believe it.
I mean, it was only like this big, but it was.
I imagine a whole peanut would do you in.
Burn.
It's a little friendly jab.
They're not.
Isn't it sad? Like all our jokes towards Jude are like, or towards Jude are like, you're so skinny, you couldn't eat a whole slice of pizza. A spoon of chili would fuck you up. And she's like, you know, it's the opposite for us.
Yeah.
How many spoons of chili would fuck us up? All the spoons of chili.
So let's do their voting. Who do you guys think should move on to the next round?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Cheerios? I gotta go with Cheerios. Like, they taste better.
Honeycomb. Shut up, Honeycomb. Go back to jail, you fucking rapist.
So far it's all been clean slate wins on every matchup so far.
You thought Cinnamon Toast Crunch was gonna get a neg. You didn't understand how much I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Honestly didn't even think about it until you said, "Oh, I'm allergic to this." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, whoops."
I imagine you secretly thought of it. You're like, it's for the podcast. Shut up, VJ. It's for the podcast.
I just looked like the most popular brands.
Someone's gonna be the person like laying beside me as I'm like on my deathbed. He's like, yes, breathe your final breath, VJ. I'm not close to death yet. Shut up. Probably got like another 2 hours. Like, shut up, VJ, and die already for the podcast. It's for the podcast. I want to get your final breath on the podcast.
Oh my god.
This is the very last episode ever. Now I'm gonna do 13 after this. But I'm not dying yet, you son of a bitch.
Sure, that's the
podcast.
Yep.
You like trying to talk to my ghost with a Ouija board. Did it, VJ? We got 13 new subscribers because you died and we caught your last breath on the podcast. Now up to 200 subscribers, VJ. 200 people.
When are you going to be on your deathbed? Because that's going to be like, if you think about it, we're getting quite a bit here recently. We've been getting like a couple a week now, which is good.
That is good.
Like it's been more frequently. I get like, hey, you got new subscribers.
You did this to me.
Yeah. Our doorknob.
Where's the bones? My ass.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be about. I think we should be up to 200 by the end of the year at the rate we're going. I hope.
How many do we have now?
About 130. VJ, we're about to eat some shit. What did you get for us this week?
Ooh, baby. This week.
What did you get for us this week?
This week we are trying a new product by Gatorade. It's actually called Bolt 24. It's, like any other Gatorade, it's going to tell you that it hydrates and electrolytes you. Gives you hydration and electrolytes. But it also says that it's an antioxidant. So, it's all a lie. But the point is that it tastes pretty fucking good, and I like it so far. But this week we are going to try the watermelon strawberry flavor.
Alright, I hate both of those.
Me too. Well, I like strawberry, but I hate watermelon.
I hate watermelon strawberry.
Just I should.
Jude, do you like those?
Sugar Cup.
You like both?
I may have even tried that before. I can't remember. I bought a couple of them.
I bought this one. I mean, I like this one, the tropical mango.
I hated it.
I thought this was the only one you liked.
No, I like the mixed berry.
Oh, well, the mixed berry one's also good, but the tropical mango is my favorite. For somebody who hated them, he sure did drink a lot of them.
I drank one mango, one mixed berry.
Oh, Leslie must have took a couple with her then.
Okay.
Which is weird, because she said she didn't like them either, but I'm like, these things are fucking great. I like them. It's like Gatorade straight up ripped off Body Armor, but like, still did it better.
Yeah.
Because to me, it actually tastes like the real fruit juice.
Alright, then we're going to jump right into it. I want to sniff it. It smells
Like strawberries.
strawberries.
This one actually tastes pretty good too.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's weird because when I drink these, instead of tasting like, you know, like when you drink Gatorade, it tastes like sugar and flavoring. These actually kind of taste like fruit to me, which
Yeah,
is
it
weird.
tastes
It's
like natural.
Yeah, like a real fruit juice.
I wasn't expecting it.
Like, it literally tastes like somebody took whole strawberries and watermelons and punched them a lot, and then whatever was left over, they put in a cup. They're like, "We're gonna drink this."
What do you think, Jude?
It tastes like real fruit juice.
Are you hamming it up?
Fucking A.
Are you hamming it up?
It's a little shocking if you're not ready for regular juice. I was like, this juice, this isn't like Gatorade where it's like, bam, punch you in the mouth with its artificial flavoring.
Now, I don't believe in antioxidants. I do believe in electrolytes. If that sounds ridiculous, but I do believe in that. Like, you know, replacing the, you know, electrolytes in your body. But I also don't believe in, like, hydration. Because, you know, your body will tell you if you're, like, thirsty, if you need water and whatnot.
Exactly.
But, like, it says it's got no artificial sweeteners or flavors, and that's, you know, a breath of fresh air. I don't know how much of it I can believe, because, you know, it literally on the back says contains no fruit juice.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta explain that one to me. No artificial sweeteners and flavors, but it contains no fruit juice. So where do I get the taste of strawberry and watermelon? You gotta explain that one to me. That's why this shit never makes any sense to me. But it does only have 80 calories per bottle. And it has, on the back, hang on, look for the sugar content, a total of 19 grams of sugar, which, compared to this Dr. Pepper Cream Soda we had the last episode, 52 grams of sugar. So, it's a lot healthier for you, I would assume. But what do I really know? I just know that I like the way they taste, and it's always surprising to find a new drink that you like, because you think you've tasted everything under sun. Like, what can they tap that they haven't already tapped? Yet, Gatorade actually managed to find a market that someone had already tapped, because to me it tastes like Body Armor, only better. And they just, like I said, they found a market that's already been tapped and just made it a little bit better. I enjoyed it.
I thought I was a lot better than I thought it would be, so, you know, can't complain. And you think it's good too? Okay.
I can't wait till we get to try the tropical mango and mixed berry on the podcast.
Yeah. But that'll be for another episode, and
After I buy more of it.
it's now time for our next segment.
Because I drank the last tropical mango this morning.
It's now time for our next segment. Video of the week.
Of the week.
The wheat.
Of the week.
Baby Jude got to pick this week's video, and I would like for you to explain it, please.
Oh, okay.
I gotta make sure I'm getting this correct. I don't want to butcher it. But it is a music video that was animated by Lisa Hannawalt.
Lisa Hannibal?
Hannawalt.
Hannah Walt.
Do you know who that is from?
I mean, I think she said the person who made BoJack, right? Or
She was the lead animator.
lead animator.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but I was
She
Testing you. It's the Captain Cook quiz show, but like only where you have to answer the questions.
in this music video, it's a music video for the band Tegan and Sarah, and the song is "Hang On to the Night." These characters in this music video are Lisa Hannah-Watt's original characters that she has drawn, and she was asked by the people behind Tegan and Sarah to make this a music video for one of their songs, and she was like, okay, and she just used her own shit.
Just like
Put all of her personal shit into it.
Wow.
Which is so sweet to just give to someone like that.
Also probably got a fuck ton of exposure.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
And we
I
watched
would
it.
assume anybody who's seen it. It's like, oh, that's.
I don't know if it has
I like
a lot
that.
of views.
And if it has like any like tag or reference to her at all, then
Yeah.
like, oh, she animated it, and they're like, I Google her and found out she does BoJack. They're like, let's get her for our next project.
Yeah.
Exposure.
What'd you think, BJ?
I enjoyed it.
I did
thoroughly.
too.
Probably one of the best videos we ever watched on the podcast.
I mean,
I put it in like top 3 contenders. And as far as songs go, out of the top videos we ever watched for the podcast, I might give it number 1 or 2.
right behind that's Endurance.
Yeah, you're right. Right behind Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh,
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Video
Yeah.
of the week on there. There's got a video of the week.
I don't know who we did last time. We did a music video. You're like, you know, it's supposed to go on Two Guys in the Groove, and I was like, I made a joke about like, you asked me to pick a video of the week. I picked a video of the week.
Yeah.
It was a music video, but I don't remember what it was for. A couple episodes back. It was like the last time you came down to visit.
Yeah. I can't remember. We'll have to tune in and find out. I liked it too. It definitely reminded me of BoJack. The thing that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And yeah. And if you want to see this video, go straight to us on Facebook, to Two Guys in the Dark on Facebook. Follow us there, and you can check out all the videos of the week, and plus all of our episodes are linked up there. Check them out.
It's been in the background on my phone for a long time.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah. I wanna buy a print of it, put it up in my home whenever I get a home.
So yeah, check us out there. And now it's time for our newest segment, brand new, first ever debut time. This is our new segment I like to call, What's Baby Jude Thinking? What are you thinking about, Baby Jude?
Right now?
Yes.
What am I thinking about?
How she wants to ditch her friends and get back to Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Well, now I'm thinking about Animal Crossing. Well, I've been making a lot of dresses in Animal Crossing, like just designing them, and they're so much fun.
So the one she had made earlier was super cool. It was a Bulbasaur dress.
Oh, that's really cool.
It really, she turned the character around. Like she's doing a little dot thing, or however you make it on there, because I don't know anything about it. 'Cause I haven't played it before. But I did see it.
It's pixel art.
I did see it, and when she turned the character around, it was straight up Bulbasaur that looked just like him. It was very cool.
Thank you. I'm a little shocked that this segment has been dedicated to me.
Okay.
And my thoughts. It's very random. I'm gonna be real sad when I leave.
Okay.
Aww.
But I do miss my bed.
You've been sleeping on Vita's couch for the last 5 days, I'm sure.
I mean, if you slept in my bed, you'd be like, yo, ain't no other bed, no history of mankind.
Yeah.
Sean slept like a fucking log.
Uh-huh.
He laid down for 2 minutes and I heard. That's why I ended up sleeping an extra hour, because this motherfucker, like, it took me forever to fall asleep because he kept snoring. It's like, God,
You know I snored that loud, guys?
Yes.
you do.
You do.
Like, shit, it's like being down the hall from my dad, except he's right beside me.
Exactly. That's how my
I
grandma.
almost put a pillow over your face. I was like, it won't smother him, but it'll block out the sound.
Jude said that I would fucking, like, just stop breathing and just wake up and, like, gasp for air, right?
Yes, randomly you'd be like, the snoring would just quiet down, and it'd be like 10 seconds, and I'd be like, please stop snoring. And it'd be like,
You didn't do that in my bed, but it's probably just the power of my bed, how comfortable it is.
Oh my god, I sat down in his fucking bed. I'm like, I ain't getting out.
I mean, it's fucking comfortable as shit.
Oh my god, you've slept in my bed. That's what do you compare my bed to yours?
Well, let's start with comparing your bed to this couch.
Okay.
I'd rather sleep on the floor than sleep on your bed.
It ain't that bad.
I mean, like, whose floor are we talking? If it's your floor, then I guess I'd choose the bed. But I'd rather sleep on the couch in your living room than sleep on your bed. If it wasn't a whole 50 degrees hotter in the living room than it is in your bedroom, your bed is very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody took a mattress and let what's that guy from Street Fighter who does the Muay Thai? Sagat. Let Sagat just kick it, or Apachai just kick the fuck out of it for hours until it's like this thin, and then they laid it back down on the ground. And they're like, "Okay, go to sleep." And like you lay on it, all you can feel is the springs.
Yeah.
Needles in your back.
Oh man, you know that bed.
Oh my god! Like I have nightmares about trying to get up out of that bed, like my knees and ankles, and like fucking, like shit. You're supposed to go to sleep to recover. You're not supposed to go to sleep and then be put through more damage.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's really hard on my knees when I fuck on my bed. Like it really hurts my knees.
It's like in D&D when we would go sleep and we'd like drown in our sleep.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
that bad. It was like. I'm not drowning, but oh my god, I feel like somebody punished me. This is a punishment. Sleeping on Sean's bed is a punishment. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's if when I move out, that's one of my first things I want to get is a new bed.
Oh god, that's hilarious. It's like Brian, like Frankie gets mad at Brian. She's like, "You can't sleep on the couch tonight. You're sleeping in Sean's bed." But Frankie.
Can I sleep in the car?
Sleep.
No, Sean's bed.
Can I just like kind of lay in the floor in the guest bedroom? Actually, it's probably full again.
Mm-hmm.
Probably full again. Probably can't walk around.
Nope.
Can I just break out the air mattress? Nope. Sean's bed.
You done it this time.
You really pissed. Can I sleep in the bathroom? You really pissed Frankie off.
Okay. Let's see, what's the next segment? Okay, I got a new segment as well. It's called Am I a Bad Person? And this is where I want to tell you something I did, and you're going to tell me if I'm a bad person.
Oh no!
So, remember last week, VJ was talking to Frankie, who's my mom, and she's talking about some, like, big lady came over. It was like, they were making fun of her.
Some big lady came over?
Yeah, when you were over, when you were hanging out with Frankie. And then she said, "Yeah, Sean's got a girl over right now," or something. And then they started roasting her.
They didn't say she was big. They just said she looked like a dude.
Yeah, like she was kind of tall. No, I don't think she's taller than me. She might have been my height, but
had short hair,
longish hair.
Looked really butch.
And she had
the voice of a man.
No,
and looked really butch.
No,
came in and was like, "Sup, dog? Remember me?"
Yeah, they're just exaggerating. She's not attractive by any means, but
damn, yes, you're a bad person.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. Okay, I ain't started the story yet.
I'm clearly just using this woman for sex. This is what he's like. Not attractive by
But let me finish.
But let me finish. There's more.
I'm just using this woman, but let me finish.
No, because see, you guys don't know the whole story. I've talked about
there's more to the story.
I've talked about her in the Ghosted Files before. Mm-hmm. Her name was...
That's what Frankie said, too. She said, yeah, he had done broke up with this one, but she's back.
I didn't break up with her. We never dated.
Said she was missing teeth.
No, that's a different one. Oh my god, you
okay,
guys gotta get these girls right. This is what the Ghosted Files are for.
There's so many.
This one's Chelsea. She's been on the Ghosted Files before, but I got out of a relationship, and she texted me, was like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey," and I knew I was wanting.
Can you call them relationships if they last less than a month?
And then she's like,
this is a legitimate question, though.
We'll answer this later.
Okay.
And she's like, "Do you want to hang out?
Do you want to fuck?"
Basically. And I mean, before, like, we hang out, we slept together a couple times, And then she's like, would you like to be my boyfriend? I'm like, no. And then we still was like, well, can we still be friends with benefits? I'm like, okay. And then she got creepy on me. She's called me like, are you hanging out with your ex? I was like, my ex lives in Minnesota. No. Oh, well, what's your parents doing? I'm like, I don't know. Can I talk to them? No. Can I come over? No. I'm about to go to bed. I gotta get up at 3 a.m. It's 8 p.m. right now. Gotta get in bed. Gotta work. Gotta get up early.
I remember hearing the story on the Roasted Files before.
Yes. Well, I'm giving a recap because there's a continuation here. And like, she went all crazy. And then I woke up to text like, "Hey, I'm coming over. Almost there." My dad stayed up all night because he likes to stay on Frankie's schedule. I'm like, did anybody show up while I was asleep? No. So then she texted me, "Well, I can't wait," because we're supposed to hang out the next day. And so I can't wait to see you. Oh my god! And after work, I'm just like, I don't think we should talk anymore. I don't think we should hang out. I mean, you kind of like make me uncomfortable with all this. I was like, we should cut it here. She called me crying, like, please, I can't lose you in my life. I'm like, why? And she's like, can we just keep talking? I'm like, sure, but it's like, you should also talk to other guys. Don't just focus on me. It's like, talk to other guys, please. I was hoping she'd just find another guy. And then I gave it a week. So let's not talk for a week. Week happens. She texted me about 9 days after that. And then, I kind of blew her off. And we didn't talk for months.
Then Sean got really horny.
Well, then I just got a relationship. And
really lonely.
And I was like... And then I knew found someone I might like. But I was like, let me get the sex out of the way. Let me get all that sex passion out of the way. And then I could focus on the other one. That's what I did. I brought her over. We fucked like 4 times. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to take her home. And I took her home. I came back. I was telling my dad about this other girl I really like. He goes, well, what about that one? I'm like, give me a shit about her. But I mean, I kind of made it clear. It's super obvious. I don't want to date her at all. I was like, at one point I was like, I don't even think we should talk anymore. And she's still, hey, let's... And then sometimes she'll say, hey, can I come over? We could fuck. Now I'm still turning it down. Am I a bad person? Because my dad thought I was right then at that moment when I said I don't like her at all. He goes, oh, so you're just getting her hopes up. I'm like,
yeah,
I've been
kind of a bad person.
I've been pretty honest about it.
My problem is I don't understand the need for sex, so I don't understand why you
sex
would
is pretty great, but baby Jude.
Like why you would need to
just not doing it
bring
right.
these people to do this.
Sex is probably one of my favorite things in the world. I feel alive when I don't know why. I just
I wouldn't go that far, but
I just want. I don't know. For me, it's.
I like the adrenaline. I like the intensity. I like the intimacy more than anything.
I don't know. Like, I'm probably a sex addict. That's why one of my favorite things ever in the world.
I don't think I can be a sex addict at this point in my life.
Yeah, but that's why I think about it all the time. Not all the time, but quite a bit. But I mean, if I'm like in a relationship though, I'm not at the point where I would go cheat. If I, but I really have a high sex drive, and so I was like, well, I want to have sex because I know the other one is going to take a while for me to get to that point. And I was like, well, here, I'll just get all my system, and that way I can focus on the other one.
How do you feel if that's the last person you have sex with right now? Like, if we all die?
Well, I mean, the person before her, I mean, it'd be just as bad, honestly, so wouldn't have mattered.
You're a bad person.
Okay.
Yeah. The thumb never even, like, kind of teetered. It's
okay, the whole time you
the
just
whole
had
time.
your thumbs down. I guess it's like a meter.
Yeah, it's a meter, and it asked me. It even looked at me and said, "Is there a way we can go further down?" It's like, what if we do this number? It's like, nice.
Okay, explain to me what I did wrong and how I should have done better.
I mean, first off, you could have found somebody else to have sex with other than the girl who's clearly like fucking, crazy over whatever, like you or whatever the fuck that she's getting out of it, and you could have not later on, that would have been nice.
Not later on. She's like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah.
You're fucking a girl that you have no feelings for who clearly wants a future with you. That's leading someone on, Sean. It's not how you look at it. It's how she looks at it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been straight up for her. Like,
yeah,
I don't
and I get that, but when you invite her over to have sex, she sees hope in that.
She invited herself. She asked me.
Okay, well,
I didn't text. She texted me.
She sees hope in that when you let her come over, when you engage in this with her. Because what does this do to people? When you have sex with someone, it releases dopamine and all kinds of chemicals in the brain that crave intimacy, that crave connection, that it's the human body. It might not be you, but it's the bodies that are creating these connections that are making this woman think that she's going to have some sort of future with you, even if she's not, even if you don't care about her at all. But that's what makes it even worse. The fact that you know you don't care about her at all, but you're still willing to do this to her every single time when you could find someone else. Someone who's not crazy about you. Somebody who's not going to freak out every time you stop texting them. Are you a bad person? Every time I like, the more I think about it, I was like, God, why are we friends? He's so bad. He's so bad. I feel like I'm worse by association. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're not a bad person. You just make bad decisions.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, Jude?
Oh.
Oh.
Let me begin.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Anything but this.
I am not here. Sex for a lot of people is less of an errand and a favor. It's more than that for a lot of people. But I don't know. I can't vouch for anybody because everyone is different, I guess, when it comes to it. I mean, I'm obviously really different because I don't get it. But
I don't get it.
I don't think you're a bad person, but that might be because people have done the same thing to me, and I struggle to see them as bad people just because I like them. I might be crazy in love with them too. I don't know.
But okay, were they like, "Hey, we should never hang out again" before? Or...
Oh no, it was more of "Please come back," and I was like, "But every time I come over, all we do is fuck, and I don't want it anymore." But it's not a choice.
Yeah, like she texts me. I don't ever text her. I thought that's why she was on the Ghosted Files. I was like, oh, she's dead to me now. Anyway, but I was like, all right. And she is the one who goes for sex when she comes over. Like we'll be hanging out watching a movie, and she'll just grab her a handful.
Because she knows it's what you want, though.
She can like it just as much as me. Maybe
she can like it just as much as you. But like, I don't know. If it's really what she's going for, she should make that clear and make it like
communication.
Yeah, communication. But at the end of the day, it's like your only connection to that is the fact that she gives you what you need when you need it. She
stopped texting me for a week, and actually she texted me this morning. It's like, hey, I'm off today, and so other days I'm like, yeah, I'm in Nashville, and she goes, oh damn, I didn't text her back after that. Yeah. But I don't plan on seeing her again. Hopefully, I don't think so.
Nashville's saving us. I got a message too that someone was like, "Hey, you want to hang out today?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in Nashville. Oh, it's so sad."
We should just be like, "We live here now," and if anybody asks, "We're in Nashville." Yeah. Sorry,
we never came back. It was so great.
We got quarantined in. That was 10 years ago. We didn't know.
No one said anything.
We feel so stupid.
I gotta go Christmas shopping.
All right, that's been. Am I a bad person?
A dangerous segment.
Oh, we got a new sponsor this week. I did not read this.
Oh, is this one Dick Titties?
No.
Oh.
Shit.
I guess I didn't read the sponsor before accepting the money. Today's episode is sponsored by Pedophile Island, a safe place where pedos can hide and kids get in free.
What the fuck?
Man, I really should have previewed this one. So go to Pedophile island.com and use the promo code 2guys. Don't use that.
I'm calling the
Don't
police.
don't use our name on the promo code, please. But
Let me just
Hello 911.
the saddest part about all this is that he came up with this with his own mind. Am I a bad person?
followed by
Am I a bad person?
So if you want to sponsor us,
Pedophile and kids get in free. God damn
if
it.
you want to sponsor the show, email us at 2guysinthedark@gmail.com or at coolkidswithasthma@gmail.com. You can too can be sponsored, and we clearly will take any sponsors.
Sometimes we don't even read it.
Alright. It is now time for our next segment, Help Wanted. This is where I give you a job title and you like, would you accept the job or not?
Ooh, okay.
This job has a $5 raise.
Okay.
Okay, you're in. The job's an anal doctor.
Nope.
You pull things out of people's assholes.
$20 an hour. Do I get to wear a glove? How long is the glove?
I imagine it's like what a real doctor would use.
So it's not like one of those you use when you're giving birth to a cow.
I'm sure you can get them if you
Okay,
want.
then fuck yeah, I'll do it. Like, can I wear face masks too? So I don't
Yeah,
get,
it's a hot.
schmutz in my
You're a
face?
doctor.
PPE.
Fuck yeah, I'd do it.
Well, what exactly would you be pulling out of asses?
Legos, gerbils.
Oh,
Bowling pins.
So just stuff that gets stuck.
I think there's a whole
It's like a-
sitcom, or like a whole miniature series on like SNL of just things that you'd be pulling out of people's ass.
Wow.
Appalachian Mountain Doctor, whatever.
I could do that.
Remember that? Like every episode, the guy from Hot Rod who did the voice of the radio would come in.
Chris Parnell.
Yeah, and I don't know, I can't think of his name. He'd come in and he'd be like, so I was taking a shower and I just happened to have this in the bathtub with me and I slipped and fell on it. And they're like, you fell on it. Yeah. Like you fell on the this last week, or you fell on that last week, or you accidentally got this one shoved. At this point, they're just like, you're shoving stuff up your ass, basically, clearly. And he's like, well, I need it removed.
Oh my!
Interesting. I could do it.
You can do it.
Yes, I could literally pull the part of my brain that's like, oh, this is terrible, directly out for the money.
I believe you, baby Jude.
Thank you.
I don't think I'd have to pull that part out, though.
Yeah.
I feel like people get shit stuck up their ass all the time, and just be like,
It's a medical problem.
I'd be like, this person needs my help because clearly this is going to happen a lot.
I just keep thinking of John Mulaney's skit about when he went to the doctor and lied about what was wrong with him just so he can get some Xanax, and what he lied about the medical condition he was having forced them to have to check his prostate, and it was just an entire.
Oh god!
It was insane.
So everybody's taking this $5 raise job. I take it. I take it too.
$20 an hour.
Yeah, I could do it.
Fucking putting my finger in somebody's butthole, pulling out some Legos. I'd do it.
Cool. All right, our next segment. Would you rather? This is where I tell you two different things, and you say, well, what would you rather do? First up, would you rather have the world's ugliest cat, but it's a saint and a pillar of the community? Or have the cutest cat, but it's a Nazi general?
Oh,
The world's cutest cat and the world's
really
ugliest cat.
tough.
So, have the world's ugliest cat, but it's a saint and a pillar of your community.
It's just kind of like Grumpy Cat.
Or have the cutest cat in the world, but it's a Nazi general.
I feel like it's a win-win is the problem.
For
It's
what,
like-
the Nazis?
No, for me.
Oh, either way.
I have the world's saddest cat, but it's like the biggest sweetheart and everybody loves it. Or I have the world's cutest cat. The world's ugliest cat, sorry. Or I have the world's cutest cat, but it's also a fucking Nazi general. This sounds like a sitcom. Win-win. Oh, Gustapa, why did you kill off all those Jews, you silly goose? Meow, meow, meow. See how?
I'd rather have an ugly cat.
Do you?
Yes, that's to say, because that's probably something that's going to happen to me in like a year. I'm probably going to get a really ugly cat, but it's really sweet.
But it's like volunteering at the homeless shelter, and it's just like helping people get housing and shelter.
This sounds like it's like
Fuck yeah.
it's me and my two roommates. Like this sounds like it sounds like I come home and like I have the ugliest cat roommate and like the cutest cat roommate, but the ugly cat is like fucking like doing all this thing to further humanity, and this cute cat is like fuck the Jews. I'm like, oh, okay.
You open your oven up, find 2 Jewish mouse in there. You're like, God damn it, again!
Oh, stop!
Stop baking those Jewish mouse.
God damn.
Okay.
And they got like the little hats on with the crew.
Mm-hmm. So, VJ, which one did you pick? Did you pick both?
Can I have both? Can
Yeah.
I make this a sitcom?
Sure.
Let's write this for the podcast.
You want both?
Let's make this an actual show for the podcast. We'll take 2 of my cats and just record them like doing shit.
Alright, I'm going to pick...
We need a really ugly cat. Let's go find a really ugly cat.
I want to pick the ugly one because...
Because I'm already a bad enough person.
Yeah, I don't need... Like, that's just not going to help
Plus,
the case.
how many times you going to wake up with a knife to your throat from the...
Nazi cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, some people think I'm bad.
I will kill you. I mean,
And they'll be like, you know, you got a Nazi cat. That might come from me. I'm like, I adopted them that way.
you should know. I wake up half the time and he's trying to choke me out.
Mm-hmm.
He says he must eradicate the Juden. Wir müssen die Juden ergraben.
Alright. It's now time for our next segment.
I don't know what that means. I just know it's like repeated a lot in South Park. So if that's actually really offensive, you know. That's
Sorry.
Too bad. Too bad.
Or
South Park did it first.
Alright. Now, time for our next segment. The Ghosted Files. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
He's really bad at that. It's do 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 do.
That's exactly what I said.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
That's what we do every week, VJ. It sounds good in my head. Wait.
Yeah, but you don't wait. You just like go over the top of it.
Well, you wait too long sometimes. Okay, anyway. This week's edition, Autumn.
Oh.
Yes. Me and Autumn hung out a lot. She
So what
probably
you're
can't...
telling me is you fell for her?
Anyway, me and Autumn hung out quite a bit. We
Have
hung
a
out-
nice trip. See you next autumn.
So we hung out a lot. Probably like hanged out like 6-7 times. A lot of those times she spent the night over my house a couple times. She was very sweet, but super fucking awkward. She was like an old man in a girl's body. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It took like 5 times of her coming over before I ever kissed her, and it was just too much. It's just a lot of work. But yeah, like sometimes she just like doesn't like stuff for the stupidest fucking reasons. Like I showed her a steam-powered giraffe. I think it was like the cellophane cover. And she said, "This is horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen." And I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And what else? And I don't know. This thing's bothering me sometimes. It's the stupid shit that comes out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And like she'd put on a movie on Netflix and just leave and just like leave the room and like go somewhere for like 10-15 minutes to the bathroom, come back. I'm like, why'd you start the movie? Like you could have just waited. But and we took 5 or 6 times before I hung out. I didn't sleep with her, but I did finger her, which was also super awkward. Like she wanted me to do it over the pants. I'm like, I don't think you know how this works. And then I finally got in there, and it was okay. I mean, she sounded like an Asian girl, so that's kind of cool. But I mean, yeah, it was just after a while, I was just like, yeah, you're just too negative.
Am I a bad person?
What part was bad about this one? What part was bad about this one? Or was too much work to sleep with her? Is that the good part or the bad part? Bonnie, I wish Bonnie could tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Bonnie's more human than you'll ever be.
In my closest relationship, I tried to show my partner one of my favorite songs, and he started talking about 15 seconds into it and then didn't stop, and I turned it off. And then after like a full minute, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I said, "I like this song more than I like you."
Damn. So I'm the same way though. Like if I'm trying to show you a song, and like Leslie knows, she'll just like not listen to music with me anymore. I'm like, all right, fine. But like, if I vibe with you, I want to listen to good music with you.
Mm-hmm. I was like, "I like this song. Can I show you?" And he was like, "Yeah." We were just laying in bed. I just started it about like 10 seconds in. He was like, "The other day, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, and then like 30 seconds passed, and I was like, I just turned it off.
Damn.
He was like, "Oh, what is it?" I'm like, "I like this song."
No, what I would have rather.
I ain't never done nothing like that, but I have like just turned the song off because like clearly I'm trying to listen to it, and then I just like move on.
Yeah, we've been dating for years at that point.
Do what?
We've been dating for years at that point, so it's even worse. But
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of mean.
little gasps of freedom.
I'm like this song I've known all 6 weeks more than I like you.
For like a week.
Well, for me, like the thing that pissed me off the most was like we got like 2 seconds in the song check. This is bad. I don't like this. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I was like, I think that's where I started drawing the line, and she just complained. And it was about to be the stupidest fucking shit. I was like nitpicking the stupidest thing. We watched Hellboy, the new one, and she goes, "That's not Ron Perlman." I'm like, okay. She goes, we're 5 seconds in. Well, I like Ron Perlman better. I'm like, motherfucker, hasn't even opened his mouth yet. You don't even know what he's gonna do. Ooh, boy, the shit out of me.
Am I a bad person?
He did a good job as Hellboy. So I think I have every right to be annoyed by that.
This is why he has trouble dating girls. He makes them sit in his room and make absolutely no noise and watch movies with him, and they can't complain and they can't breathe, and
it's fine to complain.
He doesn't clean up his room,
No, I do
so they're
too.
just literally chilling in the Sean. And
I clean up my room.
and then he's like, "Am I a bad person? She didn't like this. She didn't like that. She's fucking retarded." Because she had a different opinion than he did. Oh my good lord. If you have a different opinion than Sean, it's the end of the world.
The opinions are dumb.
Oh, opinions are dumb unless they're mine.
No, this
and then he wants to know why he's single and if he's a bad person. It's just...
Here's the thing, VJ.
It's so terrible.
Here's the thing, VJ.
What's the thing?
They can not like somebody. If they have like a legitimate reason, I'm like, okay. But if it's just like...
But what's a legitimate reason for you? I told you why I like Puka and you didn't agree with me.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, fine. I was just like, ugh, I don't like it.
No. You just like to dislike any... If your opinion is gold and everyone else's is shit, I know this because I've been your friend for 16 years.
Do I think my opinions are
Yes,
correct?
you do. You think your opinions are correct, but that's the whole point of an opinion. It can't be accurate. It can be popular. You can agree with other people, but it is not accuracy. It is an opinion, and no one wins.
Hey, Tasha. I know it's like... By the time you're hearing this, it'll have been like a year.
Yeah, you
But-
guys will have been broken up for a while.
But...
Is that how you say your name? I think we'll be so happy at this point. Don't listen to VJ. You know I'm better than that.
He will have changed by the time it's your present time. Don't worry, we'll fix him.
Thanks, babe.
Oh shit, that's a lot of work for us. You put a lot of work on us. Jesus.
I appreciate Baby Jude looking out.
Look, Tasha, he'll be a little bit better about it. But you'll be so much better off with your new hubby
No, what? VJ,
That
no.
you won't even be worried about coming back to him. He'll be dating some white girl who smells like tuna fish and has a real southern accent by that point.
Don't. I've had so many of those. I don't need more. Hey,
I'm gonna try me some chocolate. That's
hey,
what he said.
what?
That's what he said. He said, I want to try me some chocolate.
No. Jesus, no.
No.
Tasia, if you're listening to this, thank you for listening to the podcast, and just want to say, if we're still together, you're the best. If we're broken up, thanks for still listening. That really means a lot.
Thanks for sticking around.
Just so you know, Sean edited a lot of this, so there's a lot that you're missing.
He's just gonna edit that out too.
Damn it! The truth will be known.
I will hide the truth if it
I don't know if
needs-
you ever listen to the podcast, but like 90% of any burns on Sean are removed.
No.
Sean's like, I don't like fire. Fire bad.
I don't.
Fire
remove,
bad.
I don't remove the burns.
Fire bad.
All right.
Fire bad.
It's now time for our next segment. The match game. Do 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 do. All right. This is a game where I ask each of you a question, and you gotta try and figure out what people put in the blanks. Now, I really ask these questions to people, and this is the real answers.
I'm extremely bad at the next few segments.
Yeah, VJ's undefeated. He's going to continue his Goldberg streak through the match game.
I kind of wish I had Bianca Belair behind me so she'd be like, undefeated. Like, and twirl her hair around. I'll be like, I don't know what you're doing here, but hell yeah.
All right.
Hype man as fuck right there.
Jude is the guest, so do you want question A or B?
Hey.
All right. Last night was singles night at Chuck E. Cheese. To heat things up, they emptied out the ball pit and filled it with blank.
Something better than a slice of pizza at Rat Casino. What I'm talking about. Okay, so
Will you repeat the question?
That is a good date. I will admit it.
slice of pizza at Rat Casino.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the pizza. I don't really like the pizza, but
Yeah.
I do like going to Chuck E. Cheese.
I haven't been in many years. Sorry, repeat the question, sir.
Last night was singles night at Chuck E. Cheese. To heat things up, they emptied out the ball pit and filled it up with blank.
Pickles. Just kidding.
Snakes.
Snakes. Nobody said snakes. 0 points. The answers were Jello, the highest. Then liquor.
What? The highest?
Jello got the highest.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the
Liquor?
fuck is the highest?
That was Jello. And beer, cheese, and one person said
Cheese makes sense.
one person said undisciplined children.
That doesn't heat anything up.
I don't
That
know.
doesn't get your baby maker like shutting down instantly. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, that was one of the answers. All right.
Cheese is good. That was a good answer.
See a kid, punch a kid. That's what I always say. Oh shit! I punched your child. I'm so sorry. Or I'm wearing a T-shirt that says "I'm totally not sorry. I just punched your kid."
All right. Ready, VJ?
Yes.
A bald man complained, "My wife thinks my head is an egg. Last night she tried to blank it."
Crack it.
Yes, 2 people said crack. The highest given answer was roost.
I was gonna. That was my other guess. I was like, I bet his wife like sat on his head.
There was crack and scramble.
That's not bad at all.
She tried to scramble my brains. This is why I'm dead. All right. VJ is, again, victorious. Another notch under his belt in his undefeated streak.
Bianca Belair, please. Undefeated. Undefeated. You know why? Because I'm undefeated. I can't even do what to do. I had somebody tell me the other day that they liked my couple. She's like, I love that couple. I was like, I looked behind me. I was like, she's like, on your arm. I was like, oh. And Leslie was like, I thought she was talking about some random ass couple walking by too.
I like that couple. Like, imagine someone talking about someone else like that. I like that couple.
That's weird, but okay.
I like that woman and her child.
I was like expecting to see like two really hot people behind me. I'm like, okay. She's talking about the couple on my arm.
All right. It is now.
Brother and sister.
It is now time for our next segment, which is called the Camp Cool Quiz Show.
Quiz show.
Do-do-do-do.
At this point, I got like 3 points I can cash in.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian's gonna be surly. Oh, I think I just shit myself.
What?
No, this is gas. I was like, oh, God.
This cereal term is killing you.
It is. I really thought I just shit myself. I was like,
Not in front of my friends.
God, no. No. No.
All right. This is where you guys gotta. I'm gonna ask you 6 different questions. Whoever gets the most right will win a prize. All right, ready? If you want to buzz in, you gotta say, "Am I a bad person?"
God.
And then I'll buzz you in. All right. Question number 1. Who was Underdog in love with?
Sean's a bad person.
Jude, do you got anything?
No. Oh, yes. Am I a bad person?
Yes, Jude.
You said who is he in love with?
Yes.
Someone very close to him.
It's a good answer, Jude.
I don't know if I could take that, but it feels like I should, but I can't.
Fuck it. I ain't watched Underdog
Me
in
neither.
Answer is
26 years.
Polly Purebred.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Peter Cullen does the voice of Optimus Prime in which Winnie the Pooh character?
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
You are?
Correct. 1 point. Question number 3. How many nephews does Popeye have?
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
3.
Wrong.
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
2.
Wrong.
Am I that person?
Jude.
1.
Wrong.
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
5.
Wrong.
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
4.
Yes! Ding, ding, ding. 2 points.
I went with 3 because it made me think of DuckTales.
The 3 nephews. Everybody has
Yeah.
3 nephews, but Popeye has 4.
What's that extra one for?
I don't know.
Medic relief? I bet he's the stupid one. Buh!
All right.
Popeye file bad. He lives in a garbage can. You're 40 years old. Go home. It's not my worm that poops out the can.
BJ has 2 points.
Now he has the coronavirus.
BJ has 2 points. We're going on to question number 4. What animal is Arthur Reed?
Am I a bad person?
Jude?
A bear.
No.
Arthur Reed the fox. I mean, sorry. Am I a bad person?
BJ?
Fox.
No.
Arthur Reed?
Think of that name.
Am I a bad person?
Jude?
Fucking gopher.
It's a fucking gopher. No.
I have no
Am I a
idea.
bad person?
BJ.
Guinea pig?
No. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
A rat.
No. What show do you think I'm talking about?
Hey, what a wonderful time, what day.
That's the show.
Yeah. It's the-
Get along with each other.
What is he?
Am I a bad person?
PJ.
Koala bear?
No.
Am I a
What the
bad,
fuck is he?
am I a bad person?
What the
Dude.
fuck is he?
He, fucking, I really thought he was a bear. Is he a hamster?
He said that, didn't
I said guinea pig.
he? Oh, no.
Am I a bad person?
BJ.
Is he a...
What should be some obscure animal?
Is he a chipmunk?
No, it's an aardvark.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
what the
is
fuck
an
is an
aardvark?
I don't know. It's like an anteater, maybe.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what it is.
I knew it. It's gonna be so
His
weird.
best friend is a goddamn bunny. What the fuck
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah, he's an aardvark. Question number 5. In Animaniacs, what is the sister's name?
Oh, fuck, I know it.
Am I a bad person?
VJ?
Dot.
Correct. 3
Wacko,
points.
Yakko, and Dot.
Yes.
Question number 6. Name all 3 of Daisy Duck's nieces.
Oh fuck, I don't know all 3.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. If you know one, you... Yeah, I guess you
Am I a
wouldn't
bad
know it.
person?
VJ?
Is he?
All of them? All 3 think is he?
Is he? I feel like that's his name. The more I think about it. These are the same 3 from DuckTales, right?
No, name all 3 of
Oh,
Daisy...
these aren't the kids.
Daisy Duck's nieces.
So these aren't the kids from DuckTales?
Those would be Donald Duck's nephews, not Daisy Duck's nieces.
Oh, I don't fucking know those.
That and those are Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Dewey, and yeah, I was like, after I said Izzy, I was like, nah, it's not that.
I don't know.
You tapping, VJ?
Is it, am I a bad person?
VJ?
Lily, Billy, I'm clearly wrong by the face you're making. And Millie.
No. The answer is April, May, and June.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck.
All right.
Something-
Huey, Louie, and Dewey made sense. Because it all rhymed. April, May, and June's fucking stupid.
I was thinking that was like Monday, Tuesday. What the fuck? It was something like that.
Yeah.
I was never going to remember that shit.
So, VJ got 3 correct, which means you're victorious again. And your prize is another...
Undefeated. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Your prize is another $9 movie on Vudu.
You got Sean's Voodoo? No. We gotta get you hooked up so we can watch some movies.
Alright. So that's 3 movies VJ has yet to cash in, so I'll just imagine one day just go, today's the day, Sean.
Are you broke, Sean? You'd be like, yes. I'll be like, that's too bad. You'd be like, my asshole.
That's too bad, Sean. I need DuckTales 1, 2, and 3 right now. Alright.
They're on sale. Give them to me now.
Next up is the Wheel of Topics.
Golf clap.
All ready for today's topics. Dark Cloud. Con Carne versus Mojo Jojo. Invader Zim versus Sergeant Frog. If you could live in a video game, what world would you be in? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ryu and Ken. Which horseman of the apocalypse would you want to be?
Invader Zim versus Sergeant Frog.
Yes.
Sergeant Frog.
Think so?
Yeah. Invader Zim is completely incompetent.
Sergeant Frog's not much better.
He's not much better, but he's at least got partners and that little girl that helps him instead of them trying to like even if Zim's like finally about to save the day and Sergeant Frog really fucked up, Dim's gonna stop it and ruin it for Zim, and then Sergeant Frog will like save the day at the last
Yeah,
second.
but Dib always stops Zim, but nobody really stops Sergeant Frog that much except mostly his stupidity.
Yeah, that's true. I think they'll both die in a explosion of their own making. They'll be like, "Oops, I plugged up the wrong system," and then Sergeant Frog will be like, "Me too."
Have you seen Sergeant Frog, Jude?
I've seen a little bit of it a long time
I
ago.
love that show.
I love Sergeant
You
Frog.
recommended it
It's
to me when we were fresh friends. We'd only been friends for a little while.
Fresh friends. Oops, the wound was brand new.
Brand new. Like a tattoo.
Alright. Dark Cloud. Con Carne versus Mojo Jojo. If you could live in one video game world, what would it be? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ryu and Ken. Which horseman of the apocalypse would you want to be? DJ.
Con Carne versus Mojo.
Yes, who's going to win?
Mojo.
Mojo.
And they do not understand the might of Mojo. But soon they will see Mojo. And Mojo will take over the world. For I am Mojo.
I think so too. I think he'd win.
Yeah, he would kick Con Carne's ass. Con Carne's goddamn. He is a fucking failure.
Yeah.
Through and through. At least 90% of Mojo Jojo's plans are like
He actually takes
competent.
over. Yeah, he actually starts taking over, but the Powerpuff Girls beat him.
Yeah.
Con Carne's is like stupidity or him arguing with
Let's
a Scar.
build this machine that makes people smell freshly dirty socks, and like that'll teach them
Yeah.
that. Oh God, it smells like dirty socks. I know. I'll go grab the Febreze. Oh no, you don't. These socks smell so bad you cannot move. Nah, I'm just gonna go get the Febreze at the kitchen. Nah, they smell really bad. Nah, I'm gonna get Febreze right here.
All right.
God damn it.
Dark Cloud. If you could live in a video game world, what would it be? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ryu and Ken. Which horseman of the apocalypse would you want to be?
Baby Jude.
Yes.
I know it's a little stupid of a question to ask, but if you could live in a video game world, what would it be?
This is gonna shock you.
Animal
Really?
Crossing. Animal Crossing.
No. She said it has the potential to shock me.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the
Oh,
what?
really?
Yes. I would want to live in Hateno Village.
Oh.
It's a beautiful village. Or maybe Kakariko Village. Because it's like this beautiful Japanese style village. Everything's so nice. You could just hop on your horse. And ride
That
out
does
with
surprise
your-
me, actually.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I thought it was like 110% Animal Crossing. And it's like,
I thought about it and then I was like, I don't know.
that
So
Tom Nook.
it's very isolated. You're just like on a little island. You wouldn't be able to explore much. Breath of the Wild is huge. Big old world. But I would definitely want to live in it after all the chaos. Like after Ganon's been taken
Like,
care
yeah,
of.
the biggest threat you got in Animal Crossing is like tarantulas.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Tarantulas the size of dogs chasing you. Attacking you.
That's great.
Knocking you
That is very
unconscious.
stressful. Out of curiosity, do you have the version of Switch that hooks up to your TV as well?
Have the dock.
Why aren't you hooked it up to my TV?
Oh, I didn't bring my dock. I didn't think about it.
Oh.
It's like this tiny little black thing.
What do you think I was going to be like? No, baby Jude, you can't hook up to the TV. I don't want to watch you play Animal Crossing and Breath of the Wild while I look like some sort of chump.
I was gonna bring it just to charge my Switch in, but then I was like,
That would have been cool.
Hold on.
I never actually played the Switch except for the one time at Joe's house. And we played Pokken
Tournament.
Tournament, and it wasn't that fun. Plus, all the characters were like, their statistics were like hyper real, and it was like, you know, none of the characters were like leveled out. It was like, this character would beat this character based off this. And it's like, I get this Pokemon, but it's also a fighting game. So why would you ever choose this character and put him up against this character? You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupidity, but at the same time, I mean, like, whatever.
I forgot about Pokemon, the video game universe.
Well, would you live in one of those villages? 'Cause I think I would go mad
Fuck, I would
living in one of those tiny ass pixelated villages.
those.
Oh my god, the song won't stop playing! The sun never sets!
Every time I go inside, everything goes black.
I'll be laying in my bed. My mom would come in, she'd be like, why are you doing that? Like, you don't hear the music, Mom? She'd be like, no. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! Pika, use Thunderbolt!
One's dark.
He's lying in his bathtub. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! Pika! Use goddamn Thunderbolt!
And
Oh, God.
oh my god, I'm almost dead. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Breath of the Wild for sure.
I would lose my fucking shit in the Pokemon universe.
Alright, BJ, what world are you picking?
I forgot I get to choose one.
Yeah.
What world would I want to live in?
Shaq Fu, Mortal Kombat?
fuck not Mortal Kombat. That's for damn sure. Walking down the street. Get over here. Okay, I'm coming. Goddamn.
Couldn't you just asked? I would have came.
You could have called me. You got my number last week, nigga. Text. This is not hard. Shit. Video game universe that I want to live in. I was gonna say Minecraft, but I think I would also lose my mind there.
I don't want to be a fucking blockhead.
Yeah,
And the fear of
all that isolation would probably drive me insane.
And a fucking fear of creepers and zombies. I think I'd have like PTSD.
Oh fuck yeah! Let's go with video game universe.
Leisure Suit Larry.
I feel like it'd be super easy to live in like a WWE video game universe.
It's just like it's
Just win matches and get popular. That's all you gotta do. At first, I was gonna say Street Fighter universe, because like you don't really die.
Just get knocked out.
You get knocked out, yeah, but you like be walking down the streets and like getting in random street fights and shit all the time will probably get on my nerves. Plus all the flights back and forth with the coronavirus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
imagine the Street Fighter tournaments would be put on hold.
But I guess I think I'm more like the Kirby or Mario universe.
Ooh, yeah.
That sounds pretty well, except the Goombas take it. But I feel like we can defeat them.
Yeah, I feel like we'd be smart enough to take out all the Goombas, Bowser, and all them. But also the Kirby universe, because like if I can absorb their power, the powers of the things I eat, that'd be kind of cool.
I think that's just a Kirby thing. I don't think that's anybody.
That is probably true. Otherwise, it'd be fucked.
Like in the anime, I don't think anybody else could do it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. In that case,
What about Stardew Valley?
I thought about that, but even then, there's like danger for Robinson.
And it get boring eventually.
Yeah.
You'd just be farming your whole life.
I also thought about the Skyrim universe, but like the
Oh my God,
15th
no.
time I heard an arrow to the knee joke, I'd have to kill myself.
Oh my god, you guys need new material. And like every other day, a dragon just comes down and kills half your village.
Yeah, that's true. What's like a not chaotic game? Like I was gonna say Grand Theft Auto, because at least then I'm running around fucking shooting people to my heart's desire, but at the same time I'm gonna be, getting attacked by the police.
I play a lot of peaceful games.
Now, you know what would be cool though about living in GTA world? The news would be off the hook. I'd watch the news every day. Today,
That's just in. Somebody flew a plane into a high concentrated traffic area. They dove out of the plane at the last minute, crashing the plane into the bridge, and then parachuted their way to safety onto a boat, which they then used to evade the police with several shots from an AK-47 and an RPG. Once they reached dry land, they hopped into an SUV that they stole from, just so happened to be some high council member, and they drove off into the sunset, where they found out that at the end of the road, the police had a spike strip set up, and once their tires blew out, they tried to fight their way through the police, and they were gunned down in the middle of the street. But later that week, when they woke up in the hospital, they just went right out into the traffic and started shooting every motherfucker with a sniper rifle they saw. How they got the sniper rifle is unknown to us.
also, you might want to avoid Larry's strip club. And it's the 5th time this week that someone's pulled a bazooka out and just started shooting everybody. So maybe not go to Larry's strip club.
The news alone would be pretty dope. Just having Franklin, just having his house in that game when he finally gets that really nice house.
What about Kingdom Hearts?
No, I wouldn't want to live in that.
That would be
fucking hate
really... I'd lose my mind.
I would fucking hate it.
I would love it for the first 24 hours, but I would slowly descend into madness. Circling Traverse Town, hearing the music, seeing the same buildings with the doors that won't open.
Can't go. Why are you never open?
Every time I walk into an alley, I'm like, I know I shouldn't be here. I just had to murder some shadows here 5 minutes ago, and they're going to be back, and I'm back. And yeah, you can jump on your gummy ship and fly to another place. But
you know what? I got it.
What?
Lego Marvel.
Lego Marvel?
Lego Marvel Universe.
I don't know. I ran a lot of people over in the street.
Yeah, I know, but like if I'm driving, I think it'd be okay. It's not like the stress levels are way lower.
Yeah.
Even when you have to fight a bad guy, it's like I just gotta build this machine, use it to blast him. When he loses health, I gotta run over there and punch him a few times. It's great, and I got superpowers, so it's like not the end of the world.
The first Lego
Plus, when you die, you just pop and then come back.
The first Lego game I ever played was for PS3. It was when the PS3 first came out, I think, and it was Lego Batman.
That game was awesome.
It was amazing. I loved it.
So for my game, I want to live in the world of Nintendo Pet Dogs.
It's
Oh shit!
really easy.
Well, yes. And plus, you got dogs everywhere. It's really cute.
Yeah.
I considered.
I get over that pretty quickly too when I can't leave the room and I'm just stuck with the dog, petting it constantly.
Well, imagine it's like a regular world. It's just
Eventually, it
a
becomes
universe.
like quarantine. Just me and my dog. I love this dog, but oh my good lord, if I have to listen to it go 15 more times, I'm gonna love it a little too much. I'm gonna hug it so hard that it doesn't get back up.
All right.
Just kidding, buddy. I never hug you though.
That reminds me of this meme I saw that's like my parents listening to me shout fart into my Nintendo DS microphone, trying to name my Nintendo for 20 minutes. Make my Nintendo learn its name.
All right.
Fart!
Fart.
Fart did not learn its name. Try again. Fart!
Butt plug.
Oh god.
Hey, butt plug. What you doing, butt plug?
All right.
Good butt plug.
You ready for the next topic? Dark Cloud. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ryu and Ken. Which horseman of the apocalypse would you want to be?
Which horseman of the apocalypse would I want?
Alright, if you guys could pick one of the 4 horsemen, what would you want to be?
Which are all the 4 horsemen again?
Pestilence, death,
War,
famine.
Death.
Famine is like hunger, so.
I don't want to be
Ride the wings of pestilence!
Do what?
I definitely want to be the death.
Death.
I mean, obviously, who doesn't want to be death? He's like
Yeah.
the leader of the 4 horsemen.
Ain't nobody want to stick around for famine and war. Oh, that's the worst.
Uh-oh. What if we're in the apocalypse right now? Pestilence. It's got its hold on us.
We're only 8 more world-ending events from a Passover. We're getting close.
From a Passover?
Yeah, from a real-life Passover.
What's a Passover?
Like everything that happened in the Bible right before the fucking Passover.
Uh-oh. The Lord is coming soon.
There's only 8 more.
Well, we'll tell them to subscribe when you come.
I wish you would.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ryu and Ken. Who's gonna win that fight?
Ryu and Ken?
Yeah, I say that whoop the shit out of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Any input, Jude?
No, what's Ryu and Ken?
Street Fighter.
Oh. Yeah, they'd probably win.
It's now time for movie reviews. Movie reviews. Alright, so this week on movie reviews, we're doing. Hey, no, I'm nuts. Can we focus?
I'm gonna
He's giving me patience for children. Funny because no shits.
It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Don't punch me. I can't handle any more money. I'm sorry.
BJ.
I never meant to tell you.
Okay, so are we ready?
Bonnie just like looked up at Sean like, the fuck? He's dead.
Alright.
It's gonna take me for walkies.
Titty twister.
Okay, anyway, going on. Movie reviews. This week on Movie Reviews, we're doing Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon in our first ever showdown.
Not a movie.
We're 71 episodes in, or no, we're 70 episodes in, and now, the first time, you just want to bring up...
No, I've mentioned it before. You call it a movie review, and then we'll review a TV
Well, this segment's
show.
called Movie Reviews, but also TV shows are talked about.
Tell him, Bonnie. Tell him he's a football.
Actually, there is a movie in here, so... You ready? So first off, we're going to start with Cartoon Network. Hey.
I love you, Bonnie. You got some fluffy lips. Oh, you're so cute.
Kick him in the fucking face.
You're so cute.
BJ.
I can't help but look at her. Her cheek is just sagging down. It's so cute.
Well, look at me. I'm cute too.
Your cheeks don't sag like this, Sean. Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry. I feel like you're self-conscious about it. I'll put it back. You can only put it back so far because it just slops right back down. You know my dog is beautiful.
I know. But you're going to have the rest of the day to put it back. Okay, so we're going to start with Cartoon Network with the complete series of Evil Con Carne. What'd you think?
I like it. I've seen one episode.
Yes, we watched one episode. And me and BJ watched the whole series, but what'd you think?
I think my favorite episode of the whole entire series is the one where they hire in that new recruit and they ride around stuck in traffic all day.
Yeah.
That's like, how the fuck you not realize you're a giant war machine of death and you just crush all these people in the first place because literally you're going to kill them all anyways.
I like that one guy who's sitting at the docks. He's like, if only a tanker of something could come right now, we wouldn't...
We'd be fucked.
Yeah, he says it like 4 times. The guy goes, What do you keep bringing this up?
And I also like the episode where they're introduced to their son.
Yes.
Her son. And the second time they introduce him and he gets that samurai suit, he saves Tokyo from his own parents' invasion. And like Con Carne is so pissed. But also I have a question about that. Like how
are they gonna? I imagine she cloned the kid.
and then
Okay, so let's talk about the show a little bit. There was a guy, what's it, Con Carne. He gets blown up.
a billionaire playboy genius philanthropist
Yes.
Hector Con Carne.
He blows up, and all thing that survives is his brain and stomach, which they put in a tube, which then they put in a circus bear, and he becomes a dictator that way. And he has Scar, who's his general, and he got Dr. Major Ghastly, who is like his head scientist. And Ghastly is in love with Hector. And in the future, you see that they have kids together.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I did notice that one episode, the Christmas episode, where the quality just like went all the way up to like 10, and then every other episode went back down to 0 or back down to regular.
You talking about the writing quality or animation quality?
Animation quality in the Christmas episodes.
I think it kind of
With the Mounties.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the episode. And they all kind of kept that level of animation. I thought.
No, that episode, it was clearly different. Because I remember specifically the episode with Scar where they're waiting on Hector Carne, but the bear's asleep because it's a hibernation, and he can't go to the meeting. So Scar is like, "This is it. It's a test. I have to take over and prove myself." But then he's also like, he's Scar, so any excuse to take over, he'll take it.
Yeah.
Another episode that I thoroughly enjoyed was that it's a couple episodes. The sleepover with Destro.
Oh, his neighbor he hated.
It was basically Destro from
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, but they It was like a knockoff version of him.
Mm-hmm. I like the episode where this. I think it's a parody of Johnny Quest. This is the episode I had Jude watch.
Oh yeah, that episode was funny too.
Yeah, and there's like a dad and his son who he doesn't care about, and I think his adopted son and a ferret. And then that episode was really funny. That's probably my favorite one. Also, I wonder how they pitched the show to Cartoon Network. It's about a dictator who's in a bear body, and he's trying to kill everybody. Put them in a really cool pitch meeting. I feel like the show didn't get a chance to really shine. There's a lot of good character development for the show because there are only 3 major characters, so they really got a lot of time to shine there.
True that.
And there's an episode where Scar got tortured. Or no, Scar was torturing Bosco, and he forced him to watch Powerpuff Girls. I thought that was kind of cool.
The episode where they switch hands.
Yeah.
And turns out they can control each other's hands, so he forces Scar to eat honey.
Mm-hmm.
And Scar tries to get him back, but hitting him or something, I think. And then he controls Scar's hands on Scar, makes him cut his face up, and he starts screaming and running from his own hands. Because he's clawed himself to blood. That shit was hilarious.
Your cat got pissed at you when he screamed. You looked over shut the fuck up.
Then they all set up what? That was great.
I'm giving this show a 7 out of 10. What are you giving it?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10? Alright, now we're going to move on to the Nickelodeon side. Invader Zim, another show about someone else trying to take over the world.
Fuck yeah.
We have 2 dictators going up against each other in the Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon bash. What do you think of Invader Zim?
I loved it.
Very good.
Yes. I thought this show was a bit better. The jokes were more crisp. I think it's a lot more...
There was moments that, were more disturbing than...
Oh, yeah. Definitely more disturbing.
But I liked it better. I feel like I still liked it better.
I thought
it felt more adult than
the jokes
Evil
were
Con Carne.
better.
Yeah, the writing was a lot cleaner. It's a lot more polished out.
Yeah. Plus, how can you beat Grr?
Grr's probably one of my favorite characters. Also like Gaz.
Yeah.
Did you know Gaz?
7 out of 10 for me.
Did you know Gaz, the girl who plays Gaz, also plays Ed in Cowboy Bebop?
I did not know that.
That's wild.
You know it now. Grr kind of reminds me of Baby Jude a little bit. Just kind of like the stuff.
The random amounts of energy she can have sometimes, and the excitement over random things.
There's an episode that especially where Girl was supposed to be doing something, but then the girl's just in a nightclub dancing with some people. I was like, that looks exactly what Jude does here. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give the win to Nickelodeon this week. I think this show was just a bit better. We watched every episode, really enjoyed it. I mean, I've been binging it the last month. I've been watching the shit out of it.
Well, I got a 7, so...
Double 7s.
Yeah, it obviously beat out Con Carne, because it's got a 6 out of 10. Now, if it was up against the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I could see it being a lot more difficult to choose.
Alright, we'll go next up. Invader Zim, enter the Florpus. Florpus? I don't think
the movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's Florpus. I think it's Florpus. What'd you think?
I'd say 7 out of 10 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think overall it was as good as the show, but it had its moments of entertainment.
Yeah, I think it was fun.
Intrigue.
I think it was fun. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was really cool. I like the anime style opening. I just thought it was fun, exciting. I don't know if it's as good as the original again, but
it was a great throwback to childhood.
There were some really funny jokes in there I really liked. There was a part where there was a bunch of slaves, and then the tax ship comes up, and they were freeing, I think, Dib and his dad from prison, and they jumped in, and there's other slaves too. Think they're gonna free them, and the ship just turns around and just blasts them with the jets, and the fire just goes forward. I was like, oh my god, that was like the funniest fucking thing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. Did you watch the movie?
I have. It's been forever. Like a year, maybe. It was when it first came out on Netflix. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
But then again, I'm a sucker for Invader Zim, so...
Good movie.
Speaking of suckers, it's time for our last segment. Two Guys in the Groove.
Oh shit.
What does that have to do with suckers?
Because you're in it. Alright.
Wow.
Sounds like some shit I would say, but okay.
Who would like to pick their song?
I could pick my song.
What's your song?
My song is Sunlight by Lydia.
Lydia?
Lydia.
Some reason I just saw the girl from Skyrim.
Yes, it's the girl from Skyrim. So.
She's got her own album
Yeah,
coming
it's
out.
better than anything you ever wrote.
Fuck you. Oh. I was like, fuck yeah, whoa.
Do what?
My song is Home by Tides of Man.
Tattooed Man?
Tides of Man.
Tides of Man. Okay.
Tides of Man. Is that the Tillians?
Cool.
The band he was in before Dance Gavin Dance.
Why do you like this one?
I like it because it's got this really fast bit in it where it's like,
Fucking shit.
ew,
You
gross.
nasty bastard.
Just me. It hurt me a lot more than it hurt you. And it is your fault, okay?
Tazi, if you're listening to this, BJ...
Tosh.
Tasha.
I thought you said Charles. I was like, what?
Chelsea don't listen to this. She
Tazi.
Tasia. Thank you. Tasia, if you're listening, because BJ's so fucking nasty, fart is gross. Yee. Okay, sorry.
Tasia, if you're listening to this, your ex-boyfriend did this to me.
Stop calling her that.
I just want you to know that I feel miserable right now.
Well, your butthole's gonna have time to heal because it's gonna be a while before we get to record again.
Yeah, and what about my stomach?
Okay. So you're going with that one.
Yes.
My song is kind of going on with what's going on in society. It's the apocalypse. It is the coronavirus 2020. Everything's going crazy.
Never heard this song.
That's not the name of the song. That's
Oh.
So my song is "Germs" by Weird Al.
I feel like I saw you and Frankie do something on this about this on Facebook. Like,
Well, he posted it on YouTube. She sent me a link. I've already saw it on YouTube because I follow him on YouTube, and she's like sent me a link to show me again.
Okay.
And if you want to check these songs out, go to Spotify, and their playlist is Two Guys in the Groove Season 4. There's also Seasons 1, 2, and 3 that you need to check out because there are some amazing songs on there. We picked so many good songs, and they're on these playlists. You got to go check them out now. If you want to sponsor the show, you can email us at twoguysindark@gmail.com or at coolkidswithasthma@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram, CatCool69, BJ's Butt Checking Bananas, Jude is bent.vision. Is that it?
That's it.
Alright, and then there's follow us on Facebook, Two Guys in the Dark. Follow us on Twitter, Two Guys in the Dark. There's a website, maybe, Two Guys in the Dark. And we are
Two Guys in the Dark. You know, it's moments like this that I'm like, I'll be okay with never eating milk again.